We are all chimeras, theorized and fabricated hybrids of machine and organism. In short, we are cyborgs. This quote by Donna Haraway argues that anyone who believes that cyborgs are a thing of the future are mistaken. We no longer can consider a cyborg to be a fictional creature like Darth Vader or Iron Man. With the advancements in technology and our societal reliance on it, we have all become hybrids. There is no escape from it. From a simple pacemaker to an advanced prosthetic arm, we have created a society of cyborgs. People have become reliant on technology to extend our own natural abilities. Today we'll be discussing examples of famous cyborgs, people who are known for their use of technology, be it for medical or aesthetical reasons. We will also be discussing developing technologies that are helping bring the gap between man and machine closer together. Meet Tim Cannon, a biohacker and founder of biotechnology company Grindhouse Wetware. He is known for his variety of body modification implants and is commonly referred to as a cyborg. Some of his implants were done to enhance human senses, but others were done for purely aesthetical reasons. Some of these implants include an RFID tag in his hand, magnetic implants in his wrist and finger. The figured magnets were meant to help him feel electromagnetism, as he claims. His most famous implant was a biometric sensor implant. It was designed to automatically send his temperature to his phone. It was powered wirelessly through inductive charging and mimicked bioluminescence with subdermal LEDs. As this was a prototype being developed by his company, it was removed for further testing to create a more consumer-friendly product that would be able to detect blood glucose and oxygenation levels, blood pressure and heart rate data, and was also meant to reduce the size, as Tim Cannon's version was the size of a pack of playing cards. He has also had these LED lights implanted, but these are purely aesthetical and are meant to be some kind of light tattoo. Biohacking is medically unapproved, but through Tim's use of implants, it shows that people are willing to use this technology to enhance this body, even when it isn't particularly necessary. Now, like something straight out of science fiction itself, we have the Luke Arm system, named for Luke Skywalker himself. Life Under Kinetic Evolution Arm is one of the most advanced robotic prosthetics ever built. It can carry out multiple simultaneously powered movements, can adjust wrists and fingers, and its force sensors can help precisely control its grasp. It is controlled by myoelectricity, so it senses muscle movement and converts it back into motor control, and can even transmit sensation back. The Luke arm has a similar size and weight to a natural limb as well, and has been over time given a more human-like look to it, with extremely early models looking very robotic. With this extremely advanced technology comes an extremely large price tag, with being rumoured to cost up to $100,000 USD, while most simple prosthetics cost around $5,000. So while this futuristic and science fictionist technology may exist, it is financially out of reach for many people. This is Nigel Uckland. After an accident at work where he lost his arm, he became the first person to trial RSL Steeper's groundbreaking myoelectronic prosthetic hand, the B-Bionic 3. This B-Bionic 3 hand has individual motors in each finger to help move the hand and to grip naturally, has auto grip to stop items from slipping, it can handle holding up to 45 kilos, and it has an innovative palm design to make it quieter than ever before. Uckland states that having a bionic arm is like being human again. While he is talking about the psychological benefits of having two functional hands, it brings up how, despite we are moving into a future that is becoming more and more dominated by technologies, these developing cyborg technologies are being designed to look more human and less robotic. Many basic prosthetics have simple designs that look very robotic and fake, but with an arm like the B-Bionic 3, while it still has a cybernetic look to it, it looks more realistically human than other arms on the market. Not all cyborg technologies are as invasive as Tim Cannon's implants or as advanced as the Luke arm, but wearable devices can also be considered cyborg devices, such as Oticon's OPN hearing aid. Oticon has rethought the traditional hearing aid and created a product that is more akin to the universal remote control. This aid has the ability to turn on the TV, turn off the lights, answer the doorbell, check your email, and even alert you to the charge of your computer. This is all done by connecting the hearing aid to the internet and an app. While a traditional hearing aid could be considered cyborg technology, this development of this device shows how technology is becoming more and more integrated with our daily lives. This device, while traditionally designed to help the hearing impaired, might also be used by everyone in the future. We might all be connected to the happenings in our house by a simple device in our ear. When you think of exoskeletons, images of Iron Man or the battle suits from Edge of Tomorrow come to mind, but in reality these suits are less likely to be battling extraterrestrials and are more likely to be helping construction workers, warehouse employees, and paraplegics. Such paraplegic Mark Pollock, who, through the use of a battery-powered wearable bionic suit, was able to walk again. The technology used in this case helped him walk instead of doing the movement for him. The suit shows the combination of human ability and robotic assistance. These suits fit perfectly into the definition of cyborg technologies. They are technologies that meld with a human to enhance their abilities, be it in a work environment or help people walk again. But once again we run into the problem of price. If you're looking at one of these suits for medical necessity, you could be out of pocket $70,000. But if you're looking for a more basic model for workplace usage, these cost around $5,000 per unit. When it comes to moving forward in the field of cyborg technologies, we come face to face with the financial barriers. Technologies that are more basic, more aesthetic, tend to be cheaper than those that are medically needed. Professor Yuval Noah Harari from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem argues that within 200 years, humans will merge with technology and live forever. He thinks that only wealthy humans will be able to afford these expensive upgrades, as they will only be available to them, and therefore this will widen the gap between the affluent and the poor. He believes the rich will live forever and the poor will die. This brings forth questions about the financial barrier of this technology, as some technologies do get cheaper over time, and there are cheaper alternatives such as 3D printed prosthetics. But the more a piece of technology does, the more expensive it does tend to be. We must keep an eye on these kinds of barriers to prevent this kind of future from occurring. Haraway defines a cyborg as a hybrid of machine and organism, a creature of social reality as well as a creature of fiction. She imagines a figure with the ability to break down dualistic barriers between animals and machines. Her cyborg does not evoke the Terminator nightmare, but a world where humans and machines are on intimate terms. But Haraway's cyborg is discussed in more cultural and ethereal terms, rather than the metal and flesh we explored here. But still I find her definition to be very accurate of what we experience today. We are a society that has become so ingrained with technologies that we have become cyborgs just by living in it. We are chimeras, we are hybrids of organic and bionic. In our efforts to advance humanity's abilities, we have created a society in which we are cyborgs.